Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi. I don't know what's happening, dude. Last time, Mion is not Mion, she's probably Shion. If she's Mion, that's hype, but I feel like it's pretty likely it's Shion since apparently Mion died in Rena's terrorist attack. And Rita's a ghost? I mean, taking it more seriously, it seems like Looper Rita, or maybe even like Burn Castle talking to Shion to hurry up because she can't wait anymore to go to the next loop or something. But like, what does that even mean? What's Shion trying to do with some sword that isn't the sword we all know from Go and Sotsu? It's just another sword and another scroll. Like, for once I have like no idea what's gonna happen. And I guess that's pretty cool. Yeah, but everyone's scared of her now, and also like I still don't trust Miss Pinkier, so let's just continue. Tawada! Yeah? A piercing scream tore through the dark night and brought me back to my senses. It's Pinkier. Yay, I think her name is. We all left the ritual storehouse together and ran toward that voice. The voice didn't sound like it was coming from the assembly hall. It was in the direction of the shrine gate. We ran through the rain-soaked shrine grounds. Otobe held his flashlight up and pointed it toward the old shrine gate. Tawada-san was alone, sitting on the ground with her back against the pillar of the shrine gate. Uh-oh. She's scary. Tawada-san slowly turned toward us. Her eyes looked vacant, like her soul was sucked out of her. Miki-chan rushed over to Tawada-san and gave her a quick look to assess the situation. I don't know. I'm scared. I bent down in front of Tawada-san and tried to ask her about the situation. However, Tawada-san just continued trembling vigorously. Oh, now she's sad. Call? Cackle? I had no idea what she was saying. I turned to Miki-chan seeking help, but she simply shook her head with a solemn look on her face. Massive tears were overflowing out of Tawada-san's eyes. Oh, her car got wrecked. Honestly, if it's anyone, it has to be Miyuki who did that, because she's the only one that's been out and about without anyone else around. They're gonna blame Shion, though. It's kind of fucked up. I mean, I guess there was a period of time before Miyuki and Arakawa got here, so. But right now, I think it's Miyuki, if something's wrong. Tawada-san desperately tried to communicate something to all of us, but she couldn't get the words out. Miki-chan put her hands on Tawada-san's shoulders, but she continued trembling. Her delicate body looked like it was at the breaking point. It is her car too, not her boyfriend's. We learned that in the hint. Uh-oh. Tawada-san couldn't bring herself to say it. She covered her mouth with both hands. If he's dead, I think she killed him. Just, I don't know. I've been bullying her for a while. Before I realized it, Sonozaki-san came over and knelt beside Tawada-san. She spoke to Tawada-san in a more tender voice than I'd ever heard out of her. Mion. Fake Mion. How dare you, Shion, even though I guess you're technically also Mion. That's why I'm hoping that Shion might have died, and they took a DNA test and they saw it was Mion. Yeah, even though that kind of doesn't work because they're identical twins, but like dental records, I guess. Tattoo, wait, no, note. I guess that wouldn't work, never mind. Teeth. It's a cope, it's probably Shion, like 90% Shion. Yes, take your time, but like, not too long. It's raining. Tawada-san continued sobbing while Sonozaki-san gently patted her on the back. Eventually, Tawada-san managed to get her breathing under control, and then she squeezed out a few words. The car? Or her boyfriend? Bro, I still think she wanted to like do something bad to her boyfriend. Just from subtle stuff, but I don't know. Kurosawa. Or the car. Did the demon steal the car? Yes. They stole her boyfriend. Tawada-san deeply nodded in agreement, then she tightened her lips and lowered her head, terrified of whatever event she had just experienced. In due time, Tawada-san finally started to calm down. She took a couple deep breaths, then slowly began speaking in a fragile voice. Flashback. Okay. She said she wanted to go home after he woke up. Kurosawa got drunk and slept for a really long time, but the two of them originally planned this to be a one-day trip. Once Tawada-san and Kurosawa left the assembly hall, they walked straight through the shrine grounds toward their car. Then Kurosawa took Tawada-san by the hand and the two of them walked right past the ritual storehouse. Bro, he got demoned away by Ghost Rika, the new rarest Rika. It's real. Ghosts are real, confirmed. However, after descending the steps for a while, they were shocked by what they found. Oh. They stole the car too. Otobe gasped, then turned back toward us. Oh, true, yes. When he went to take a piss, his friends in the car also disappeared. I still think it was those people that died in the suicide thing. This story is like really good because this is like the other one. Like I love the last arc. Don't get me wrong, but this is like completely new. Like it's a totally different thing. Minus Mion, I guess, and Ghost Rika, and I guess Miyuki, but like not really. Miyuki wasn't really a character. Sure, the parking lot's empty too, right? Well, I guess there's no parking lot. Miyuki-chan stepped in to ask about the shape and model of the car. To what a sense, description sounded like something we'd seen before. Oh yeah, we did. We saw that. That's the car that was blocking the way when they entered, right? There's two. We saw the suicide van and then we saw this. Yeah. Good memory. Yeah, I haven't. My reading schedule has been off. I don't know why I've been going hard on like every other content besides this. Not to say I don't love it, but yeah, I'm usually like reading. I have a reading session like once or twice, like once a week. I'm usually a little late, so it takes a couple minutes to remember everything. It's kind of cool though, because since it's like horror themed kind of, it lets you respoot a bit. And you don't get used to it again. We did. I remember that. Wasn't it like... It wasn't taped up. Was it taped up? One of them was taped up. There was a rental minivan parked at the base of the stone steps when we first arrived. Rental? Wait, that's different, because this was supposed to be Yaoi's car when her boyfriend asked if they can take her car. If they're going for the vacation. So that's a little sketchy. I recalled the terror I felt when I saw it, wondering if it was another suicide car. Don't blame you. Come to think of it, Miyuki-chan did give it a thorough examination. Which means Tawada-san's car must have still been there when she came back with the luggage. What? I guess we parked in a similar spot. So the time frame is really short. Yeah, also. I mean, she did go down to get luggage, though. That is a fact. But that's also a perfect time to tinker with the car or whatever, because she was literally down there, also. At least that's assuming Miyuki-chan was telling the truth. Tawada-san clenched her arms and trembled. Yep, we're all infected. Thump. Just then I felt I could hear someone's footsteps coming from behind, so I quickly looked back. But there was nobody there, just the falling rain. It's so fucked up, man. Thump. Footsteps came one after another, seeming to get closer to Tawada-san. Well. Rather than reply, Tawada-san immediately hung her head. She tried to say something with her head still down, but she struggled to find the words. Was she really at a loss for words, or did she not want to accept what Sonozaki-san said? It was hard to tell. I don't believe her. I believe the footsteps though. I just like the fact that it was a rental car when she told him that they would take her car. Seems weird to me. And she had those weird vibes beforehand, man. I don't know. She's a little sussy. I feel like Mian. I mean, I don't know. Never mind. Yes, Sotabe. Say it to her face. Good one, Otabe. What did you think would happen? Tawada-san responded with a moment of hesitation. That is true. That's like accepting your friend's side. That was all Otabe could say while delicately stepping back. I can understand how he feels. However, even if I couldn't believe Kurosawa was attacked, even if I didn't want to believe it, it was the only explanation I could think of. It's a possibility. Or, you know, split up into two, it can only chase one, and you just chose the wrong one. Oh man, are we going exploring Hinamizawa at night in the rain? With a possible serial killer? Or monster? And a ghost Rika? After saying that, Sonozaki began descending the stone steps. But isn't it reckless to ignore the scary things that might be lurking down there? I don't think she's scared. She has a katana, man. Excuse me? I think you should bring your katana if you're going alone, actually. Now I'm a little worried. Sonozaki-san removed the cloth from her scabbard and unsheathed the sword, then tossed it. Oh, no, she is joined. She just took off the protection. And then she quickly descended the stone steps with the unsheathed sword in hand. Yes, Otabe, I'm sure you'll help. Yeah, let's just all go. No one's here anyways. Huh. It's a great plan. No, don't split up. I did my best to disguise the pitiful trembling of my hands as I said that. I heard those unidentifiable footsteps too. If I was the only one who heard it, I could say it was all in my head. But now, Tawada-san has heard them too. And her boyfriend may have been demoned away by the owner of those footsteps. Whether that's the truth or not, I can't say for certain. Yeah. Sonozaki-san flashed us a thin smile before finally disappearing down the stone steps. When I reluctantly turned back to face everyone, Miyuki-chan was talking to me with an unconvinced expression. Isn't Onikakushi just a more general term? Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be part of the curse killings, right? Like, Onikakushi's happened before the curse killings. That's my understanding of it. Like, it's an ancient term. It just so happened it corresponded with all the curse killings. So fake news? You guys are wrong? You guys are wrong? I'm a real Hinamizawa historian, okay? Who's dying? Well, you could say that the suicide people died, and then the boyfriend got demoned away. I guess if you really needed to do that, but it makes no sense because we know the truth of the curse killing. So obviously it doesn't work. But I swear Onikakushi wasn't created with the curse killings. It's like an ancient term. Miyuki-chan said that with a serious expression. In other words, it seemed like she wasn't attributing this to a curse or other supernatural phenomena. Although it was hard to tell if she genuinely believed that, or if she was just saying that to comfort me. And to be honest, this girl was the most mysterious thing of all. She has been sketchy, but we know who she is, so... She was far too knowledgeable about the history and geography of this village for someone who hastily prepared for this trip. Plus, when I stumbled upon her belongings in the car, they looked wholly unsuited for magazine coverage. And even though this was her first time meeting Sonozaki-san, they were both acting like they've known each other for a long time. And what's even more unnatural is that they seem to know each other but refuse to speak a single word of it. What is going on here? Who the hell is she? Nope, we're sussy of you. And you have been very sussy, so. Even Otobe was staring anxiously at me. Listen, his battery died. Yeah. Otobe's shoulders suddenly started shaking. I had no idea why Otobe looked so upset, but he was probably just a little scared. That's a little weird, actually. Why is he nervous about that? Or maybe he's just the sort of person who's always nervous? Oh, so they can just switch the battery. It's actually smart. Otobe's face didn't brighten up at all as he said that. What on earth is going on? No, that's not all. Come to think of it, when we first discovered the corpses in the car, Miki-chan was hesitant to use her phone too. Miyuki-chan and Otobe, why are they both so opposed to using their phones? Well, we know Miyuki doesn't want to leave because she's investigating shit. Otobe's like the least sussy of everyone, but like maybe I'm just foolish and he is sussy. I don't even think Shion's sussy. I think she's just doing some weird shit to like travel to the next loop, which means she's not like actually here to harm anyone. So like, but Yaoi, I don't trust her. Miyuki, I trust her, but she is mad sus, and I don't blame our boy for sussing her. And Otobe, I don't know, man. Otobe turned to me with a sad look on his face after rifling through all his pockets. Good one, brother. Classic Otobe. As soon as Otobe said that, he rushed back to the ritual storehouse. There's no time to stop him. With Otobe and Sonozaki-san gone, I was left alone with Miyuki-chan and Tawada-san.
私たちどうなるんでしょう。
なんだかわかんないけど、異常なことが起きてるってのは間違いなさそうだよな。
こんなことになるなんて。
Meanwhile, Miyuki-chan was standing underneath the shrine gate with her arms crossed. She bit her nails with an irritated look on her face, that she was thinking hard about something. Eventually, I heard the sound of footsteps on the gravel, and the rustling of clothing, indicating that Sonozaki-san had returned. Already? I thought she went into the village. Was she just, like, looking around the perimeter?
人っ子一人いないのさ。血の跡や足跡の類もざっと見たところではないようだったね。
それじゃあ黒沢さんはやっぱり車ごと忽然と
I
消え
do
たって
just
こと
drove
ですか。
off. Fuck this shit.
残念だけど、そういうことになるのかね。ぐるっと見渡してきたけど、他の車も一台もなかったね。
Oh, we lost our car too.
人の気配もなかったし。
We lost our car too.
他の車も一台も
Unlucky. We're all trapped.
ああ。
In response to Sonozaki-san's words, Miyuki-chan turned back toward me. Come to think of it, what about the car we drove in here? Surely.
園崎さん、一台もってどういうことだ。
There's a fucking car thief around here.
あんた
Our cars are getting scrapped right now for parts.
この辺りをぐるっとだよ。どれくらいって言われてもさあ、よくはわからないね。
Okay.
ごつい四駆を見かけませんでしたか？
Bro, what if this was all Miyuki, bro? Hiding the cars. There's, again, if we're thinking about if it could be anyone, Miyuki's the only possible person who could do it. That's not true. It could be also Yae. Miyuki and Yae could hide the cars. If we're thinking it's someone from this group, just because we've been with Otobe and Shion. We've been with Miyuki a bit, so she would have had to do it while she was out, while we were drinking sake. And Yae would also have like an equalish amount of chance to, while we were in the storehouse, she would have had time to do it too. So those are the suspects. So then I didn't see Miyuki doing it just because she wants to explore more. And I don't know, man. I don't trust Yae.
石段の下から500メートルと離れていないところに止めたはずなんですけど。ごつい四駆？そんな車があったら目立つからすぐにわかるだろ。
We got bamboozled. Miyuki-chan immediately dashed down the stone steps. That was Miyuki-chan's car. Oh no, it was her car too, man. Oh shit, it's not even a rental. Hopefully it's not too expensive. And we can't get home, but also like losing a whole ass car. Like if we survive, we can get a taxi, which would also cost a lot, but less than losing a car. If it's gone, we've lost our means to go home. Or I mean, you could just taxi to like a train station or whatever.
帰る。足。
Everyone around me looked terrified when they recognized the meaning of the words I muttered. Otobe's friend suddenly vanished along with their car. Tawada-san's boyfriend Kurosawa vanished along with their car. Sus. When I put those facts together, I suddenly gasped. Otobe and Tawada-san had already lost their means to go home, and the two of them each lost their companions in the process. Oh. Yes, chase after Miyuki so she doesn't get lost. I rushed down the stone steps while shouting her name. If things play out according to the rules we've absorbed thus far, my companion Miyuki-chan and the vehicle I came to this village will both disappear together. Well, I mean, the vehicle apparently already disappeared, so. Miki-chan, please be safe. What was that, dude? I started to step toward the muddy ground. I ran so hard I nearly tripped over my feet. After pressing on for a while, I could make out Miki-chan's figure.
龍之介さん。
みゆきちゃん
I felt so relieved I almost ran up and hugged Miki-chan. Hold it. Control yourself. But contrary to the swelling relief in my heart, Miki-chan had a troubled light in her
どう
eyes.
した
Card on.
やっぱり
It was 20k down the drain, man.
ないって
だから私たちの車です。
It's all fucked up, man.
もしかしたら本当に鬼隠しなのかもしれませんね。私たちから車を取り上げて私たちをこの神社に閉じ込めて本当に鬼に一人ずつ殺されてしまうのかも。
みゆきちゃん
Surely.
変なこと
Her
言わ
name's
ないで
Ye.
くれよな
でも誰もいない村なのに車だけが消えてしまう。どう考えてもおかしいです。
It is very weird. But again, Ye or Miyuki.
それは
It's the only people I think possible from our group to do it. Or I guess Kurosawa. I guess. I swallowed my spit with one big gulp. After confirming my reaction, Miki-chan continued.
もしかしたら私たちの中に鬼がいるのかもしれません。
Among Us. I already know my suspects, man. Imagine if it just can't be Otobei because he doesn't have the time frame. It's only 2 time frames. Sorry, I'm already a great detective. I've been through enough when they try. My brain is cracked right now. The demon might be one of us. She was suggesting that one of us might actually be responsible for these extraordinary circumstances. It did seem plausible. But if that's the case, who on earth could it be? Mewtwo does look really spooky with that color palette. As I considered that, a chill ran down my spine the moment I looked Mewtwo-chan in the eyes. Who are you thinking? The emotion I perceived right there was a suspicion and vigilance. Vigilance? Oh, she's doubting? How? Bitch, I wish I was there. It should literally only be you and Ye. Oh, or Kurosaki, I guess. Or a mystery person. It can't be me, it can't be Otobei, it can't be Shion. With the time frame. Just to at least deal our car. They can deal with Ye's, but our car is like in a strict time frame. At the same time, I studied the cold look in Miki-chan's eyes. What did Miki-chan mean when she said that? What should I do? What?
そろそろ戻りましょうか。
Despite the anxiety and hesitation in my voice, Miki-chan started heading back in the direction of the shrine. We remained silent the entire time climbing the lengthy staircase. Bam, bam.
車なかっただろ。
Nope. It is dawn. Miki-chan nodded in response to Sonozaki-san.
残念だね。みんな仲良く鬼隠しにあっちまったようだ。
Glad you're still memeing about it. Sonozaki-san had an oversized, warped grin on her face. Then she turned around and started walking toward the assembly hall. It's like you want us to suss you, but I won't.
あのな
Ever.
おい
そういや、乙部はどうしたんだい？
Otobei never returned. It's all fucked up, man. The moment she pointed that out, I said ah to myself. Bro, what if Otobei never lost his phone and he's just like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm the killer. I killed my friends in the van. I don't know who the heck stole the cars. It was probably Miyuki or something, but I killed the van people. The moment she pointed that out, I said ah to myself. Otabe? Gur? Gur? Godarath? Shit, I messed up the meme. Come to think of it, he went off searching for his cell phone and still hasn't returned. Is someone up to something? What is going on here? I still haven't fully grasped the situation yet, but it was clearly dangerous for one person to be moving about on their own. Maybe Shion will be a bit more serious since she has that Satoshi crush on him. Stuff Satoshi. I try and picture Otobe as a man-eating demon on the hunt for humans. So if Otobe disappears too, then it would mean he was the next victim of being demoned away. Nope, he's chilling. Then, once Otobe noticed us calling out to him, he came running with a thunderous footsteps from somewhere not too far away. He's just chilling, man. Classic Otobe. We thought you were dead, man. You died, I would have uninstalled, man.
そうなんですか。心配かけてすみません。
で、携帯見つかったか？
はい。
Okay.
どうした？
携帯はありました。でもおかしいんですよね。おかしいって？
Alright, next piece of evidence, apparently. Otobe's pupils shook back and forth. Come on, what is it this time?
荒川さん、見てくださいよ。これ。
Message?
僕は落としただけなのに。
Oh, it's broken.
なんでこんなことになるんでしょう。
Otobe had out his cell phone as he said that. It was a flip phone, but the hinge was torn apart and the LCD screen was smashed beyond repair. Alright, here's the funny thing. Yay, if we're going by time frames, Yay cannot do this. But it could be Shion or Otobe, which is crazy because those are two different suspects than Yei and Miyuki, which I was talking about for the car incident. Or Kurosaki. Cause Otobe dropped it while we were running away. Shion was split from the group for a while, so she's the only one who could have done something to the phone, unless Miyuki stealthily did something, but I don't know. Or it could be Otobe who was pretending and just went out, smashed the phone because it did seem like he didn't want to contact people. So I'm thinking it's either Shion or Otobe for this. Not for really nefarious reasons. I think everyone just wants to stay in Hinamizawa to do something. And I think again, Ye and Miyuki is the only one who could do the car stuff. And I keep forgetting about the boyfriend. I just think Ye fucking K'd him though, so man, it's all tangled up. And three of the buttons were completely covered in mud. In other words, the phone was simply no longer usable. Naturally, I couldn't help but tremble. Bro, Arakawa is having a rough time, man. He's the most scared out of all of them. Probably truthful. Who would do such a thing? I guess if you consider Kurosawa alive, then I guess Kurosawa could also do it because he's MIA, so he could have fucked it up. Kurosawa is now the boogeyman, as long as he's not around, I guess. Also, Ghost Rika. Ghost Rika could have possessed the cars, drove them away, possessed the phone, and smashed it. Why? because Nipa. That's why. Everyone remained silent. Without a proper understanding of the circumstances, we couldn't say anything.
あんたたち何をすっかりビビってんだい。たかが電話の一つや二つまた買えばいいだろ。
Yes, later. Also, we're not all rich like you, but yes. But like, just the immediate circumstance of people like disappearing and shit. Like, Ye's boyfriend has disappeared.
そういう問題じゃないのはあんたが一番よく知っているはずだぜ。
私が
この村では外界との通信は断たなければならない。外部との連絡を取ろうとした者は見せしめに無残な姿にして殺す。そんなやり口どっかで聞いたことがあると思う。
Listen, Takano's either dead or in the Bahamas. It's not the church stillings. I held the broken pieces of Otobe's phone out for Sonozaki-san to see.
なんだい。私がやったとでも言うのかい。
What the fuck?
そうは言ってない。だが気になるじゃねえか。外部と連絡が取れないように携帯が壊された。この携帯は俺たちの代わりに
Or
見せしめにボロボロにさ
I just realized, I guess technically Otobe could have dropped it, and as we were running away, somebody could have just stepped on it. It's just a coincidence thing.
それじゃあこれはこの村のたたりってことなんですか。
Takano beyond the grave, I guess. After Otobe said that, we all fell silent. The next moment, Sonozaki-san burst into laughter.
バカおいでないよ。悪いけど私は集会所で休ませて。
Can you just be like nice and just tell them the curse isn't real? Or just be base and say it was all done by the Sonozakis, so and I didn't do shit, so people would like chill. That could be a good way to calm people down. Sonozaki-san grabbed the phone as I was holding out, then walked past us and headed toward the assembly hall. Miki-chan gave me an anxious look.
龍之介さんどうしますか。
どうするって。
私たちも集会所に戻りませんか。
ああ、だけど
After everything that's happened, should we head back to where Sonozaki-san was headed? As I pondered that, I felt somewhat lost, and the next moment...
すみません皆さん勝手なお願いですけど匠くんをもう少し探してくれませんか。
Excuse me, Ye? What are you trying to do, kill us all off? Tawada-san said that in an assertive tone, then promptly lowered her head.
私も探します。夜通しこの村を探せばきっと匠くん
Oh, Nylon,
見つかると
lady.
思うんです。
I need to sleep.
きっと
She sternly pleaded with us, betting on the possibility that he was still alive out there. I understand how much pain she must be in, but can I really believe in that possibility?
お願いです。荒川さん、
Why me? Just take Otobe.
匠くんを
He's funny.
一緒に探してください。
Toda-san looked up at me and directly into my eyes. I am not going alone with this girl. A powerful gaze emanated from her huge cat-like eyes, and I couldn't look away. In the end, I decided to. Oh my god, it's the first choice. We are gonna do the true ending first, and then do the bad ending. Do a good old bad ending marathon. But this seems like a perfect time to save the game, and we'll do it next session. That's a good sesh, man. Dude, everyone's getting fucking demoned away. You know, it's all tangled up because, like, none of my main suspects could have done that to the phone, really. I mean, I trust Sonozaki way more than I trust Ye. If I had to guess, I think going to Sonozaki is probably the true ending, but... Because I really think Ye is the killer. I think Ye is... While I think Miyuki could have done the car thing, and done it for like non-serial killer reasons. If Ye did it, then I think she did it for killer reasons. So, but anyways, we'll have to see next session. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Peace.